Do you remember your dreams, or do you ever have strange dreams and wonder what they mean? So today we're going to talk about Bad Cree by Jessica Johns, and this is a horror book, and it focuses on the subject of dreams. There's this woman named Mackenzie, and she's been having these very strange dreams, and one night she wakes up and she's holding the head of a crow. Suddenly it disappears. And I guess it goes back to the dream realm or what have you. But she's having these dreams, and that's pretty effed up that happened. It focuses on family. It's a story of grief and loss, trying to figure out what these dreams mean and why Mackenzie is bringing back seemingly these pieces from the dream realm, which is quite disturbing. So she had moved away to Vancouver for several years. So she lives there and she has this friend named Jolie. She works at Whole Foods. She had left her family's home because her kokum had passed away, which is her grandmother, and just everyone, how they dealt with the grief was weird, and she didn't want to kind of deal with it, so she left home and has been away from her family for several years now. And so she starts having these dreams. At some point seem to start affecting even possibly her waking life. So she talks to her friend Jolie, and then they tell her, they're like, you should reach out to an auntie or your mom. And she kind of really doesn't want to talk to her mom. So she ends up reaching out to one of her aunties and tells her about this dream that she had. And eventually comes to the realization that she probably needs to return home so she can get help from her family. She is from the Cree tribe. Oh, also, after she had the dream of holding the crow's head and waking up and it was still in her hand, these crows start to follow her. She starts seeing them everywhere and is really weirded out by it. So eventually she makes the decision to return home to her family, so that they can help her figure out what's wrong, and so they can speak to some of the elders of their tribe and anyone who might kind of have an idea of what's going on and why she's having these dreams. And they focus around her sister, who had also ended up passing away. And this book it's scary, it's heartfelt. Dreams are a subject that are fascinating to me, so anything that, it ties in almost kind of prophetic, or what our dreams can tell us, symbolization in dreams and all that stuff has always been really fascinating to me. So if you give me a book that has dreams in it, I'm probably gonna like it. And I really love this. It was a fantastic horror book. It's supernatural, it's weird, it's got the dream elements, it has some stuff from Native American lore, and so I'm always into that. So it has kind of a paranormal aspect going on, which I really liked. It was really well written. The characters are heartfelt. The family feels very real. There's the love and the joking and the sadness and the grief, and just a really great horror book. It wasn't overly scary. There are some scary parts, but it was so enjoyable. I read it pretty quickly. I had never read this author before. Absolutely fantastic. I would definitely read more of Jessica Johns' books in the future. If you like books that tie in dreams in some way or another, also that is horror, that has some supernatural elements tied in with it, then Bad Cree by Jessica Johns might just be for you. So, if you had fun hanging out today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Come back and see me again, and we'll talk about more bookish things and weird stuff.